I guess the
Mhm.
last question I have is, being a Buffalo Bills fan, I gotta ask you, what's your take on the Buffalo Bills? What do you think it's gonna take for them to get over that hurdle of beating the Chiefs and even the Bengals these days, to get that next shot at a Super Bowl?
Buffalo, still, that window is still wide open for them, particularly if they can keep some key folks. There's no question. They got a quarterback who is the real deal, but he needs some help. He
Uh,
can't continue to be the guy who's going to be churning up the yards for him because those other guys, the Chris Joneses of the world, and I mean, look, they can hurt you. So I would hope, and what do I know? But I would hope that they would get a bruising back. They're up there in the snow of Buffalo. The
mhm.
NFC East, for the longest time, was known as a team that had powerful, strong ground games. John Riggins, locally where Kermit and I grew up, guys who can get you those yards bruising and pounding. And I've not seen them with one of those kind of guys that can help take some of the load off of Josh Allen so he doesn't think he has to get it all done. It certainly did hurt that Von Miller was hurt in this early part of the season because he was a difference maker and certainly would, I think things might have been a little bit different if he had been there just to put some pressure on him. But I think playing up there in the cold climes of Buffalo, just a couple of bruising types, even on that D line, is really important as well. Those are just my thoughts, Mike.
Right on point with what we've been talking about on our show. We know
Have
Josh
you?
needs
Okay.
Yeah, he
Mhm.
he needs he needs help. He needs help, whether it's O-line, like, look what the Chiefs did a couple years ago when they lost to the Buccaneers, right? They revamped that whole offensive line. Look what happened. They were fantastic in the Super Bowl this year. So, we know he's gotta get help. I love the bruising back idea as well because, we got smaller backs. We got smaller backs, and we want that complement. We have James Cook, who's a was a rookie last year, and we think he's gonna be fantastic, but he's not a big bruising back. So get complement him with a bigger back. So I love what you said. Everything's right
Hey,
on
and
point.
it wouldn't be bad if they can get. I mean, they don't come a dime a dozen, but it wouldn't be bad if they could get another threat on the other side of Stephon Diggs,
Agreed.
so as to have some weapons. I mean, look at what Mahomes did with the wide receiving core. Even though all of us, me included, thought that they would be hurt at some point in the season without a difference maker like Tyreek Hill. I mean, he could be a difference maker on any team, and certainly he's been doing that in Miami. But if Stephon Diggs can get just a little bit of help on that other side, just to keep teams off balance, that would be pretty good.